Hello, and welcome back once again for another Marvel Snap video. And in today's video, we have something a little bit different here. So, I call this deck like it's a troll rock deck, alright? So, pretty much the whole point of this deck is you want to be putting rocks everywhere. So, we got Korg here, one of the early cards you'll get in this game. What? It's a rock into your opponent's deck. Now, we also have Rock Slide here as well, who does the same thing, but he puts more rocks into your deck with 2 rocks. And we also run Debris in this deck to fill your opponent's locations with rocks, including our own. Now, with filling our own locations with rocks, we of course need cards like Patriot, to buff our rocks up. Cards like Ka-Zar, who buff our 1-drops, because rocks are 1-drop cards. And cards like Blue Marbles, who also buff up our cards. So, pretty much the main idea of this deck is to disrupt our opponents with Rock Slide and Korg, and to summon more rocks with Debris, and to then push lots of power in with Ka-Zar, Patriot, and Blue Marble. Now, other things this deck can do here is use Green Goblin and Hobgoblin to, again, fill our opponent's locations with more garbage. So that's what we like, just being able to fill our opponent's locations with garbage. We also have Scorpion here to make our opponent's stuff worse, have less attack. Mr. Fantastic here to help push a little bit of extra power into other locations, especially when we're also filling our locations up with rocks, useless stuff. We have Cosmo here just as extra tech. Iceman because he's a busted card. And yeah, that's honestly it. Pretty much just going to fill our opponent's locations with crap. So yeah, that's pretty much the best way I can kind of give to this deck. Now, again, this deck is a work in progress. There's lots of stuff I'd love to add to this deck. But again, I don't have all the pull free cards. So this is kind of what I've come up with. This is like draft number 3 or 4 of this deck. So yeah, I've had a few drafts that didn't work too well. This one seems to be, with like play testing a little bit, the best kind of version that I have with the cards I have. But again, I'd love to come back to this deck later on and add some more cards to it, same as a few of the other decks I've played. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into some games and test this deck out. Okay, Iceman here into the middle. We don't want to play Iceman to the left because we don't want to get control of our Iceman. Now, yes, it is a risk because we don't know what's going to be here for location. And honestly, I don't really mind that getting hit there. Because what we're going to do anyway is we're going to play Green Goblin there anyway next turn to just stop his Super Flow. So, don't really mind if he gets a 3 or 4 drop out before us. Or just, gets to use that 1 extra energy a little bit more efficiently. Shouldn't affect us too bad. Ooh, they're going to have a lot of energy next turn, aren't they? Yeah. 5 energy. That's okay. So we are just going to chuck Green Goblin into the Super Flow, what's going to affect him. And hopefully be enough really to kind of push this lane a little bit out of his own reach. He might now not want to go for this now, since we've, we're going to be 7 ahead. So what we'll probably do after this is we might also Mr. Fantastic into the middle to buff some, push some power into both lanes. That's actually really good. That Bishop got hit. Okay, so I don't want Mr. Fantastic this. Mr. Fantastic, give me some power, baby. Come on. Alright, so next turn... We're probably going to Hobgoblin into the left lane, since he seems to be playing a lot of resources into the right. Oh, actually, hold up. This now become interesting. So, there's a rock. Cool. I think it doesn't really matter what we go. So we're just going to Hobgoblin right here and hope he doesn't just swarm the right side. Because we can't play Hobgoblin middle. Hobgoblin middle is useless to us. We really need to push Hobgoblin somewhere else. And luckily for us, he has not played anything into the right. So I guess here what we're going to do is we're going to Patriot here, because it's +2. And we're going to push into the left. That should be enough. I'm hoping here he's not going to play anything left, because he needs to play for the other 2 lanes. And that is exactly what I think just happened. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I don't come back to my side. That is yuck. Alright. So I don't even know how Artem's Oil works. If I can click it here. Yeah, sure it ran. So we got really lucky there and didn't hit like Psylocke or something like that. Oh, gross. So what would have been playing Rocks into the other lane would have been better? Yeah, it would have been out. Yeah, God, that was really unfortunate last game. Anyway, we keep going. I bet you get that a couple times in Marvel Snap. Like, you get these situations where it's just like, what could you really do against that? Nothing really at all. So I guess we're just going to really play for left side here with these cards. We might as well. So we both hit the Scorpion there. So unless they drop a free drop here or something else here into the Raft now, it's probably not worth playing for anymore. Okay, yeah, they finished the Raft. Okay, cool. We can kind of just ignore that now. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to play Cosmo here into the right. For some reason, we're still winning. So... Okay, good stuff. We're revealing burst here. Stop Storm. Nice. Now we're going to Hobgoblin into middle. Try and secure us that. Because what we can probably do after that is just Blue Marvel wherever. Probably into right lane. It should buff up our left lane enough. Unless this guy is running like Kazar or something. It's going to be difficult for him to really now push that left lane. Now, yes, he does have a free, like, card here that costs 6. But it's going to push a lot of power for him. Here's our Korg. Alright. That would have been the free card, the Onslaught. Alright. We can just play Blue Marble now into left. I don't mind. Opponent's treated. Cool. So, nice. Yeah, with that disruption in board, like, it's going to make it really hard for him to do anything. Yeah, so I guess compared to that first game where that Artem's Oil got really lucky and hit our Hobgoblin and just, yeah, use it back on. It's like, that's a bit more like what this deck kind of does, you know what I mean? It just disrupts our opponent, makes it hard for them to do anything. Even though by the look at this board state, it looks like we're in a losing position. Like, we had Blue Marvel, followed up by like a Vibranium, Rock Slide, or really anything. We could draw on something as well, but like, you know, enough where it's like, they have lots of stuff here they can't use. So especially this left lane over here, this Hobgoblin over here. There could have been Green Goblin as well, in the middle. Can't do it right, but yeah. It just kind of makes it hard for them to do anything with this type of deck. Okay, I was about to say, it's unfortunate we've got a 1-drop, but Korg coming into the rescue. Help us kind of push a bit more stuff on him. Rock Slide. That's unfortunate to hit Rock Slide. Not happy about that. We don't really want to play Scorpion to middle. We'll just keep Scorpion left side into the Mojo world. Okay, nice. Okay, so I'm now going to play Debris into the middle here. Just so we can start filling their stuff up here. I don't want to put Debris anywhere else where it could have been helpful. One have Debris there. Now, since we did get Debris, we can now play Kazar and Blue Marvel next turn. So we're going to Kazar here to buff up all the 1-drops we have. Cyclops. I really hope this guy isn't playing Patriot here, because this is going to be bad if he's playing Patriot. So this will also blue marble here. If he's playing Patriot, we are scared, because that Cyclops is going to be huge. He is playing Patriot. I guess we now got to kind of hope we draw our Patriot. Okay, we haven't drawn our Patriot. So what we'll probably do here is Iceman, Green Goblin. Actually, Iceman, Green Goblin. I'm going to snap. I feel pretty confident this should be enough. Now, we are going to lose middle, but I don't think he's going to play much, hopefully, into the right. Otherwise, yeah, we might have just stuffed ourselves. Here we go. Hopefully here he hasn't played like an onslaught here. That'd be really bad. Green Goblin over here. Lower down his power. Ultron. Oh, it's a card I'm missing. But do we still have enough to hold him? We do have enough to hold him off. Oh, lucky, lucky, lucky. So yeah, again. Well, against a deck like Patriot, this deck can, you know, not do so great. But again, when you build your opponent's stuff up, also being able to reveal first of all to get that Green Goblin off, it's enough for us just to be able to fill his stuff up with stuff that he doesn't want and just manage to take the win out of him. Alright. So, pretty unlucky there not to get a 1-drop. But, I guess we can always just play Scorpion here. He hasn't played anything either on turn 1. Okay, Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I was actually going to play Cosmo here, but I feel like Mr. Fantastic is better. Alright, cool. Rock Slide. So, I'm going to play Rock Slide here onto the right. Let's play Spider-Man. That's something we don't like to see. So I can see we can just play Hobgoblin into middle. Since they're playing hard into the right lane. Professor X.
All systems go.
I guess we don't mind playing Iceman here. I think that Neck gives us most power in this lane. No, it'd actually be Blue Marble, wouldn't it? Would be the same here. Blue Marble because we have the card here. Should be more power, I think. Because what, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because it gives only that +1. This gives both these +1. So it's net either way. So I actually might as well spend all the mana. There's no way he plays to the middle, yeah. Alright, good. Another nice win. Another cheeky little win there. So again, yeah, we didn't get to play a lot of stuff really to disrupt their opponent. We did get the Hobgoblin off. What's really good. I ended up winning us that mid lane easily. But yeah, as I said, this deck does have its alternate win conditions if you don't always get all your rocks and stuff. Now, yeah, we did get Rock Slide. That may have disturbed you in his last couple turns, because as it looks like he hasn't drawn anything great. So, yeah, but again, just Hobgoblin, Green Goblin, great cards. Must includes in this deck. Okay, nice. We got Iceman. Okay, cool. So again, with Iceman being a bit more disruption and stuff, like Scorpion, even though it might not be the rocks, it's still nice to be able to disrupt a bit like this. That's gross. That's really gross. Not happy about that location at all. Now, yeah, I probably should have played that maybe into that one, because you don't know what's going to be here. I don't mind that at all. Okay, so I guess we'll Cosmo into the right side here. You don't mind that? Alright, cool. Gonna debris into Yeah, the Bree and the Korg here. Dead Green Goblin. Alright. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to... We're going to Blue Marvel here into the left lane. I don't really want to play into the middle just because, well, we don't want to lose our cards. And we just Kazar here into the right lane, and that should be enough to push us over the line, hopefully. Now, they could play something massive here into Warrior Falls, what would be awful. And honestly, that'd probably be the thing. They're probably playing Destroy here. I'd say, I guess. Played Hulk. So we will end up losing this one. But again, yeah, a bit unlucky we didn't get like our Green Goblin either. We got Green Goblin there as well. Would have definitely played it over Blue Marvel. Into that left lane. Even Hobgoblin. But you know what? No honesty, like it's still a very close game. Warrior Falls is, yeah, probably the biggest weakness this deck. It's just a really bad location to get playing this deck. Alright, so with this deck, it's fun to play. It's fun just to be able to disrupt your opponent, put rocks everywhere, put rocks in their deck, all over the board, and just, yeah, make it not as fun for your opponent, I guess. So with this deck, yeah, it works. It definitely works. Now, there are definitely cards you probably want to put into this deck, so I guess more swarmy type stuff, maybe like a Doctor Doom. You have Doctor Doom. That could definitely fit into this. So cards that I would take out if you really wanted to add other things is maybe like Cosmo. Cosmo's not necessary in this deck. And depending on what type of style of deck you're going for, with this one, like again, I have changed how the win condition for this deck works a few times. Originally I did go for a Hazmat type play to slow everything down, but it just wasn't working the way I was hoping it would. So I eventually ended up going for a Kazar Blue Marvel type win for this deck. So yeah, this deck is fun. It's really fun to play. As you can tell with the games we played, it does have a decently high win rate. You know, we got 3 out of 5 wins. That's pretty good for this deck. You know, pretty good for most decks away. It's above average. And you're definitely going to be able to get some cues with this deck running it. People aren't going to be expecting both the Green Goblin and the Hobgoblin hitting as well. That can just end games itself. People just don't want to play against them. And also, if you can shuffle enough rocks into their deck with Rock Slide and Korg, they just won't draw their pieces they need to win the game. And with that, you get Debris here, you play Kazar, you play Patriot, you play Blue Marvel, and that in itself could be enough just to have enough power just to win the game. Anyway, with all that ado, thank you for watching. If you do enjoy the content, please feel free to like and subscribe. I guess to see my next content when it comes out. Hopefully soon we'll be starting a few new series as well, you know, including new Marvel Snap series, maybe a Rush to Infinite. And yeah, if you guys have any decks that you'd like to see me play or any deck ideas, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm really intrigued to see what you guys have, and I'll make it to the best of my abilities with the cards that I do have. So yeah, thanks for watching again, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.